So the last episode marked the end of the Fiorentina journey. We had a great time at Viola, but it's over now. I left you in May of 2027. It is now January of 2028. And I have a new club, Sevilla. Okay, before you say anything, yes, it has been a long time. What's been going on? This isn't the first game I played with Sevilla. This is like the 10th, okay? And I have a very, very good reason for it, which I will explain now. The reason is that I didn't win a game until literally this one, as in like a league game. I joined when we took on Huesca, and that was at the back end of November. I lost, what's that? 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 games in the league. But I finally won one against Mallorca, who will also be playing today in the Spanish Cup 4th round, because we have been winning in the Cup. At least that's something, right? And I bet you sat there thinking, how the hell can you lose with like that many games to Sevilla and still be in a job? Because I took hold of Sevilla while they were in 16th, and we are still currently there. They are no longer the team that you might think they are. Europa League powerhouses. That's why I thought, I'm going to go for Sevilla. Oh dear. So a quick recap of my sort of journey, as it were. I got offered jobs at RB Leipzig and at Monaco. But, as we all know, I'm working to a sort of time schedule on this. I don't have that many more seasons left. I have 12 seasons at least left. I don't think I could sit there and waste time trying to rebuild these clubs in leagues that I don't need to win, if that makes any sense. Monaco was tempting because of the Europa League. Leipzig was tempting because I would have had £157 million to build a club. The problem with that is that the Bundesliga and the Liga 1 are not part of the Matching Mourinho challenge, because he has not gone there and won them in this challenge either. And so I had to wait and wait and wait. There were some jobs in England that were touted but never became available. The only one that did become available was potentially at Wolves or Leeds, but neither of the managers got sacked. And then Sevilla came up, and I thought, Sevilla, continental powerhouse team, winners of the Europa League very, very often. If I can't win it with them, I can't win it with anyone. Turns out Sevilla are terrible. Mainly because of the finances. The finances here, we're in £47 million of debt, and trust me, it was a lot worse than before I got here. I've made transfers, which I'll go over with you now. So, they had a very ageing squad, okay? A very ageing squad, and I had to get rid of a few players. Diego Carlos, sadly, was gone by the time I got here, although he's 34 in this, so that's fair enough. But I have sold Patrick, Damien Cabrera, who's a new gen, Paco Alcácer, Mohamed Moses, he was a new gen that looked quite good, Oliver to Beijing, and Munier. I've got rid of all of them. All of them were over 30, apart from Mohamed Moses, who, to be fair, looking at it, maybe I should have kept, not 100% sure. But unfortunately, I have actually been able to bring in some other players, and there will be more joining. The MikeRo Munch revolution has begun. You can tell here that I've got no transfer budget. Okay, I had 13k. Not 13 million, £13,000 as a transfer budget when I've got here. And I've somehow managed to basically take control of the loan market. Lamar Ashell was here when I got here, as was John Moncayola, who, to be fair, is actually pretty decent. But the players I have brought in who do look very good are Carles Santalo from Barcelona, who, yes, he looks amazing, and he is amazing. He's made a massive difference. He's the most recent player to come in. He's also got fantastic facial hair. Look at that tash. A player I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with is Pelea Maria. I brought him in as a little bit of attacking impetus because we don't have a very good attack, which I will go through the squad for you in a minute, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Another new gen who is on loan from Tottenham is Alicio Alvarado, who does look actually potentially quite good. His technique of 19, passing of 17 first touch, and 18 flair. He's not played like it. Let's put it that way. He's not played like it. You can tell there. He's played a couple of games. 6.25. So, brilliant. And an actual familiar face is that of Marco Canna, who I bought off of Tottenham, and you better believe that I am trying to sign him on an approach to sign Bosman basis. I'm definitely going to try and get Marco Canner in because he's come in to fill in at centre-back and defensive midfielder, although Santalo's playing there at the moment. So what are we working with? This is the big question. On paper, it doesn't look that bad, but the morale when I got here was so low. It's taken me so long to get this team playing well. I tried the 4-2-3-1, I tried a 4-3-3. Eventually, I've had to go back to playing a 4-4-2 diamond. It seems to be the only formation for me that works, especially with these players. So I'll go show you, we've been a bit blessed by the fact we've got this boy, Jose Antonio Robles, who is listed as a wonder kid and does look potentially excellent in goal. Not quite Campo level, but still pretty decent. He can get better and hopefully will get better. His passing could do with a bit of work. Now we've got a player we're all pretty familiar with, I like to think, which is Pablo Rosario. You can tell he's 31 years old. There's so many older players in there. Marçal is also 31 years old. A player we're all going to know is Joachim Anderson from Fulham. He is also, guess what, 31 years old. They're meant to be players in their peak. They're really not, okay? They're really not. They're pretty much over the hill and miles away. Canner is obviously here, as I've said. We've got Antonio Manuel Ortiz, who looks like a pretty decent regen, or new gen rather, but not brilliant. We have got a better one called Seabass, who I'm really enjoying, and he's 16 years old, and he could be amazing. He is going to be great. Of that, I'm 100% sure. For a 16-year-old to have these attributes is insane. It's insanely good. The midfield actually now is looking pretty strong, to be fair. I've shown you Carlos Santalo. We've got a great player here called Oscar, who's 29 years old, valued at £40 million. He's got fantastic attributes everywhere he looks. He reminds me a lot of Gaetano Castrovilli. He's going down at the moment because he's just in a bit of an arse. He's valued at £40 million. And even though he's obviously one of my better players, in the summer, I probably will let him go just to try and get the club back into some sort of financial stability. There's also a player called Gavi. Again, he looks absolutely brilliant. He's 23 years old, one of the younger players in the side. Again, going down all his attributes, not sure why. My coaching is as brilliant as anything. We'll have to look at sorting that out. Player Maria's there. And this is where we are struggling a little bit. Liam Delap looks like he could be amazing. To be fair, maybe it's because I've just arrived here and I speak English and maybe he feels a bit more comfortable. Before that, though, he'd been absolutely terrible for Sevilla and they weren't playing him. I've come in and he's suddenly hit a little bit of form. He scored 2 goals and got an assist in his last 5 games. It's not brilliant form, but it's form. And then next to him, though, is arguably my favourite player, which is Nicolas Gonzalez. And now he is, for me, Oliver is probably attribute-wise our best player. Performance-wise, Nicolas Gonzalez, for me, is our best player. And I'm playing him as an advanced forward, mainly because he's quite quick, he can break the lines, and he's got a little bit of quality to him, and I really, really like that. He's playing up front at the moment. We've got a youngster here called Raul, who looks like he could be anything he wants to be. He's already got a goal in the Cup. I was very pleased with that. We've got an older statesman goalkeeper called Juan Musso. He is arguably better, obviously, than Robles at the moment, but I want to give Robles as much game time as I can. Koba Lane is here. We've seen him before. I had him at Sporting, I think it was. Joachim Anderson, like I said. We've got Guillermo Arana. I'll probably end up getting rid of him. I might even try and sell him in this window because I'm not against selling him. We've got Steven Bergwijn. Guess what? 30 years old. So he's got to go and he's worth 33 million. So if I can get rid of him, I'll be happy. And like I said, we've got another couple of loans there. So that is the squad basis. I've shown you the schedule. It's not been brilliant, all right? But we have just finally got a win against Mallorca. And we're going to be playing them again on the Spanish Cup 4th round. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because obviously the Spanish Cup is something I would really like to win. And even though I don't think Mourinho did win the Copa del Rey, which is, I think, its proper name, I would like to win it. And then maybe, if you guys will let me, we can use that to make up for one of the domestic cups. Maybe the Portuguese Cup, maybe, or the Italian. I just want to win a domestic cup. That isn't the League Cup of that. Yeah, you know what I mean. I just want to win a domestic cup. The likelihood of us winning it is slim to none. Okay, but we have to believe. We must believe. I tried the Gegenpress. It didn't work. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it did. It didn't work. It was a complete and utter cluster. It just went so badly. So what I've done is I've gone for a more Spanish flavour. I've gone for a custom tiki-taka, but it's cautious, okay? We're playing shorter passing. We're trying to get low crosses because none of them are big. Although Liam Delap's not exactly a small guy. And I've got us like countering and regrouping instead of trying to counter-press the ball back, because whenever we did that, we just got tore to pieces. The problem is at the back, we're terrible. Okay, at the back, we are absolutely atrocious. Everywhere, in all fairness, we are atrocious. Okay, so this is the best formation I can get that's going to work for us at the moment. So, Robles is in goal. You've got Seabass on the left, Canna, Marcao, and Rosario as the back four. And you've got Santalo in the middle. Gavi is playing as a Mazzala in the midfield, with Oscar playing as a deep line playmaker, and he seems to really enjoy that role. Pele Maria is in support of Gonzalez and Delap up front. I am trying to make maybe some more signings, but a lot of them are probably going to be towards the summer. I'm trying to like get people on pre-contracts. I've already made potentially a couple of very decent signings with those. I'm waiting on them to accept them. But I do think that I might have found some really decent players there. The important thing now is we just need to try and find some form. I need to try and get this formation working. I need to get Sevilla back up and running. And even though this is the Cup today, don't pretend for a second that the league is not of the utmost importance, okay? Because at the moment we are in a relegation battle. There is no getting around it, and I'm sure we'll see that in upcoming episodes. You'll see just how poor a position we are in the league, and we're playing pretty poorly at the moment here as Mallorca are moving the ball around nicely. Perez moves out to the right hand side. I've also decided as well that basically every shot that any team has goes in against me. 9 times out of 10, and it's very, very frustrating. There's been a lot of games that I've dominated where they've just countered on us, which is one of the reasons why I've gone to cautious. I'm trying to be more pragmatic and less gung-ho than I normally am. You know me, I like to be front foot football, play the ball around, hit people on the counter, play high octane, exciting football. It just doesn't seem to work for me with these players, and that's why I've gone for a more kind of like possession-based game compared to what I had at Fiorentina. And Robles has actually made a save. That might be the first time I think I've ever actually seen him make one, so that's good news. We've made a really bad start to this game. I'm actually going to have a shot. I'm actually going to have a shot today. I just want some back-to-back wins. That's all I ask. It's just for some back-to-back results. I've encouraged the team. It's very even. Our XG is higher. We haven't seen us have a shot yet. I mean, this is not a good start. I'm just going to say, keep playing the way that you are, and the result will come. At least Maria and Gonzalez are having good games, as is Seabass and Santalo. I just feel like we're just missing key components. There's stuff to work with here. There's a lot of stuff to really like about it. I like Robles. I like Canna. I like Seabass. I love Santalo. I like Pele Maria, and I like Gonzalez. The rest of the team, I can take it or leave it. I switched up to balance instead of cautious because we've really not got started in this second half of the game. And I'm going to take off Oscar, who's been really poor. I'm going to bring on Koberline. I've just got some really underperforming players, and I think a lot of that is to do with the fact that we just obviously not won a lot of games. You are going to suffer a lack of confidence. It just feels a bit like we're just so far away from being a team that looks like they can do anything. That's the most irritating thing. And I just need to be able to grind out some wins. The problem is that every time I feel I've come close to doing it, we just throw in a piss poor performance like this one, and then it just feels like we're going backwards. I mean, how we're not 1-0 down this game. We haven't had a highlight. I've literally had to sit here and just watch us have no highlights. We've been so poor. Corner, Canna on it, whips it in. We've missed it. Oh, Santalo heads it just over the bar. I mean, we've had a highlight. It's taken 85 minutes, but we've had a highlight. Success, some would say. Not me, but some. 4 minutes of add-on time, there is a highlight. Are we going to nick this at the end? It'd be completely undeserved. There's no getting around it. Seabass into Gonzalez. Seabass whips it in. Back post! He's offside. I mean, that's brilliant Football Manager. All I can see is the line. So I'm going to take your word for it. I mean, this has been thrilling. Not good. I guess I'm not happy with the performance there. I mean, second half we played maybe a bit better, but not really. I've decided that I'm going to take off Gavi, and I'm bringing on Alicio Alvarado, and Pele Maria is going to drop into that Mazzala role in the midfield. I mean, the most important thing about this so far is that we've actually kept a clean sheet. That is something very rare for me, and it doesn't look like it's going to continue, because this is another height as Lara Croft plays the ball back to Commons. Yes, his name is Lara, and yes, I just made... Or can I do it like Brian Lara, like the West Indian cricketer? Koberline into Alvarado, Marçal on the ball into Canna. You can see why we struggle. We're just so hesitant going forward. Brilliant ball by Pele Maria. Gonzalez. Oh, you. It's a great save. We all know how I feel about penalty shootouts, so I think it's safe to say we all know I don't really want one. That much is for sure. We're beginning to tick over a bit now, though. You can tell the XG's going up. We're having more chances. We're beginning to play better football. If I can just get some form into my players, then I think we could potentially get a mid-table finish. That's all I'm expected to get, by the way. They're not expecting anything brilliant from me. As Nicolas Gonzalez scores again. Pelé Maria hits the ball over the top. We've beaten them on the break. Go from positive back down to cautious. Beautiful. I love this on Pelé Maria. Great ball over the top. Gonzalez is in around the back. And can he finish it? He missed a chance earlier. He does not miss that one. There's a highlight straight away. Hooray! Can't wait for the equaliser. This has happened a lot, by the way. A lot of those games, we have actually gone ahead in and then gone on to concede. I feel like I've got a better squad now with my additions. That much is for sure. Rosario to Koba line. Rosario whips the ball in. Gonzalez is there. It can't be disallowed. Okay. I mean, why is it taking us over 110 minutes to finally realise you need to score to win a football game? Well done, boys. It's not the best kick by Robles in the world. Now they've got it back here. Gamacho on the ball. Plays it inside. I mean, I love how we're just not pressing Clement. Out to Moreno. I've got a really bad feeling this is going in. Can't argue with it. They deserve it. And yet again on the channel, it's time for another penalty shootout. Well, let's get the defeat over with, shall we? And then we can go out this cup as well. Gonzalez scores. Nice. Take note, Yusuf Chamiti. I'm still not over losing the Europa League. Montiel beats Robles 1-1. Peleo Maria to step up and take the next kick. Come on, Peleo. Bury this, please, mate. Peleo Maria scores. Good 2-1. Enric on the ball. Come on, Robles. Not even close, mate. Not even close. Great finish, 2-2. Well, I've got the feeling Koba Line's going to miss. Koba Line. I'm mystic. I just know these things. I just know when someone's going to miss. Lara Croft probably won't miss because she's not playing for Sevilla. Oh, look! Mystic Mike. Ooh, how did I know? Piss off. Santalo on the ball. Great finish. I really need Robles to step up here. Clement scores. I might have the worst record of any manager ever in penalty shootouts. I've been involved in 3 penalty shootouts and I've lost all 3 of them. All 3 of them. And now my centre-back, Marçal, is about to take one. Marçal is going to miss. Oh, he hasn't. He's just smashed it through the goalkeeper. Come on, Robles. I believe in you, mate. This is your moment. I just need something nice. Please. Garnacho against Robles. Good. I mean, what can I say? It's all about the league now. Oh, thank God. You know what? All these games are going to be important between now and the end of the season. So what we'll do, instead of showing you Barcelona and Real Madrid, which I'm sure you'd all want to watch, but I don't think I could stomach it. Let's come back for Real Madrid and Real Betis, known as Real Hispalis in this game, or Hispalis. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Have I made the right decision of moving to Sevilla? As a little bit of context, there were just no jobs. There were just no jobs available for me. If you think I've made a good decision, then let me know. The only thing that's making me feel better is that Eric Ten Hag, that Fiorentina has been absolutely terrible by the looks of things. They're not doing particularly that much better. They're 12th in Serie A, so actually he's worse than I am. So let that be a lesson to you. I do think I'm going to get a bit of time to turn this around. The most important thing is that we don't get relegated. We've got a nice-ish run towards the end of the season, but the most important thing for me is just to try and ensure that I keep this side alive. I keep us up. That's all I can do. It is all I can do. So there you go. There's an introduction to what my life has basically been like for the last few weeks as Sevilla manager. Pretty painful, no? Yes. Yes, it is. Thank you very much for watching the episode, though. If you have enjoyed it, then please do drop a like on the video, share and subscribe. Come back for another episode of Sevilla where, like I said, it's not going for a title. It's trying not to get relegated. I wish I could go to a bigger club. Apparently I can't. I don't know what I have to do, but hey, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and until I see you for another pain-filled episode. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool.